Alright. Good evening. To breaching now with actually the third member. I just realized drops blood out of her medikit. Why does she have pliers? Anyway. Continue. So. The clowns are on the roost. Perfect. So basically, last time I got to this point, which is a boss fight. And then my internet crashed. I just realized she has a wand in her hat. What do you have shotgun shells in your hat? Why do you have shotgun shells in your hat? You don't even have a shotgun. Right. Yeah, so I'm basically just doing this entire thing again, and then I will continue afterward. Right, so Jen, if we get caught by body's fire, anything we can do? Magical fire can burn on anything, but if it's not a fuel source, it takes focus to keep it going. The mana stockpiles in Rushwood seem to burn fine without them. Then I guess that's a fuel source. But people are just sacks of blood. It's hard to keep a fire going on. So if it goes down, we stop burning. Best guess. Oh, I could just dress you. Alright, who's of a necromancer? Necromantic. What about this traffic guy? He just summons ghost skirts. It's only not much of a problem. Bring it on, Callan! Shit, really good hearing though. I forgot about that. I love the traffic warlock. Right, so I already started this last time, so I already have a slight idea on how to start. Namely by putting a death's door. I have to move in for that. You move here, grab intel, death's door help. And then we can move Jen to basically here. Now currently she can't really do anything because that was incorrect. Because of this guy. However, we can 3-volt burst here to move him out the way. Static blast. Alright, he's in the way now. Right. In that case, you go here instead. Well, actually, you go... Ah, you can't go to the... If we redeploy you to over here... You still cannot go to the... Right, in that case, you go here. You shoot. You go here. You shoot this thing. That knocks him out. Then you can static blast that guy. And I'm gonna... No, wait, you are immune to the sedative cocktail. Because you are sedative, unsteady, and other inhaled effects. Right. In that case, we will sedate you. You push back. Huh. I didn't even know. Never really came into account. And then we just knock him out. Now, the next step is we will broom breach to here. Set up a predictive bolt this way. And unfortunately, you are not unsteady. Now, the predictive bolt this direction, just so we can... just so we can block this guy coming out, because this is one with a big gun. I think that's a grenade launcher one. What are the other ones, actually? Knock the traffic wall to death sword, yes. Have the team use 9 different abilities in one turn. I can technically still resurrect you. Which... should I do that? I do not want to take cover. I cannot shoot anything, and you can't do anything else either. Right. In that case, foresee. So he no longer is gas masked. Meaning we should be able... oh, you are currently the target. So first thing we do is shoot him. Then you can sedative cocktail over there. Get both of these. Then we will hack the turret. So the turret now helps us, which is pretty good. We can then move you here. And she now takes damage for everything she does, right? Static blast you out the fucking door. Move. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Static blast you. If I move you here, can you predictive... You can grab intel. Can you false prophet this guy? You can! And then we predictive bolt just in this direction. And that's everybody, I think. Bit of a sneeze. Right. Okay. I will, instead of going there to predictive bolt, I will just keep you here in predictive bolt in this direction. You can still just chain bolt here. Not chain bolt, static blast him. Oh, which gives me the use spec. False prophet. Perfect. Predictive bolt again in this direction, specifically against the guy coming in. And turn. That's fine. Alright. So you move over there. Oh, you... Okay, walking through the fire is not a problem. That's not enough, but we can destroy that. Which actually, you can walk to this door. How much damage does this do? 4 damage. In which case we'll sedative cocktail you into that thing to knock you out. Perfect. Walk him over there. Seal that door. Death's door. There is a blocker. Can we do it from here? Yes. Death's door there. Shoot him in that. You are no longer on fire. So you can go here and then static blast him into a wall to seal the door. And then you go seal the door. So we technically are done, but we kind of have not taken either of them prisoner. We kind of just threw them in the death dimension. So not entirely sure how we will proceed from there. Defeat Body Cash, the less lethal paramount, defeats the Clark Traffic Warlock again. Secured him? Yeah, we're going to... Wait, no, let's got him already apparently. You should have killed them. What? No, it's who's writing this. Yeah, we do not kill people, we just throw them out of windows. I also have 4 perk refunds, in case I need them. I do kinda like the setup I currently have. If the party is an enemy or the victim is an ally, you use this advantage when the transfer happens. The victim is an enemy, they gain 1 unsteady when the link is created. If the target is pushed into the tower in front of the portal, it will pull them in. +1 damage, big hit, dizzying. I think I'd like some more unsteady. Right, move on. Noak's bar again. Honestly, it's just a nice bar. So, they're heading to Kalan. That's gonna be a problem. Why? There's no legal way in or out. We have no contacts here, and have you seen the news lately? Capital's on lockdown with the rounds. Laws are suggestions. Chaos is cover. That leaves Liv's teams exposed. This will be the first time there are calls from the military support. It sounds like they at least have a safe house. Foreign is just vanishing, Kalan. Shouldn't we hang back and let them run the risk? I can't. I'll understand if you don't want to risk it, Jen, but this trail, this team, the word leads to, it's the only thing I've been sure of in years. I've been in a bad place. I you know, burned from couch, paralyzed, seeing every problem I'd caused by trying to be part of a solution. I can't go back to that. I had a chance to act. Alright, I get it. I always like the idea of throwing caution to the wind to make a difference, but now that we're here, I feel like I'm 96% caution by body weight. But I can get there. Banks? I was never out. Oh. Okay, what's the plot? Ask me again at breakfast. Jen's brain that night. Oh, this is new. Hi. I'm here too now. Why am I dreaming about talking to myself? Oh god, am I self-obsessed? Well, now you're dreaming about talking to yourself about yourself, so that hasn't helped. Given that we're both criticizing you, I think that this might be coming from a place of insecurity. Everything we've done since Siege of 4 came from a place of insecurity. Want to narrow it down? Not until we clear these rooms. Cause the cops represent my self-censorship or some shit. No, it's just kind of uncomfortable having a personal conversation in a doorway. Oh, you get used to it. That's... You're in an anxiety dream. These lead into a one-character story rather than progressing the main plot. If you're not into that, you can skip the dialogue and not miss any main plot details. If you want a shorter, snappy campaign, you can skip these missions entirely from the menu. You won't miss on an XP. You can also jump back and play them later from the missions menu. Got it. I think... Defenestrate 3 hostiles. I think I'm gonna skip these for now. I'm gonna do them later, with the other dreams. What Jen's anxiety dream lacked an actionable mental or health takeaways, it made up for a number of people she could now electrify with a single train shock. Can't chain through twice as many targets if you have 2 mana to spend. Yeah. So more mana, more good. Yeah, I'm gonna do those at some later point. Wizard. I do kind of like the Wizard for... But I kind of want to go for the cult phase here. Why is your medkit bleeding? That doesn't seem right. Wonderful. Resistance. Which I think is chapter 3 of 4, if I see that right. Right, Chopper still runs supply trains from Liboli into Kalan. A lead from the Skog of the Poets out of Aldo. We stake it out till the chapel train comes in and let them load up, then jump on the back of it leaves the station. Will it be moving kinda fast? Freight trains take a minute to even reach walking speed. Are you a train nerd? I was a Navy SEER. This is my first train heist. But yes, of course I'm a train nerd. Aw, I didn't buy this needlessly accurate miniature freight train because I thought you guys would need a visual aid. Okay, good, cause that did seem patronizing. Why don't they just find us and stop the train? Right, we need control of the train before we go loud. Jen, the cab at front should be breachable, but not from the ground. Can you draw the breaching glove on a flyby? It's never come up, but I'm excited to be living the kind of life where I find out. I'm chalking that up as an extremely stressful unknown, but it's your best bet. Oh wait, is that this thing's only moving at walking pace? No problem, Johnny only shakes when we get near match 1. Mark 1. Okay, later I need to know why you call your broom Shania, but now does not feel like the time. Once you get in, you'll politely eject the driver, disable the emergency stop system, we'll work our way towards you from the back. But if we have to wait a boringly long time, that's the human cost of this operation. I've got a good audiobook on the role of Molass and anti-tank monks in World War 4 if you want to borrow. Is it about the human stories and the cultural context, or more? It's entirely about the craft dynamics of armor penetration. Well, just set a train station, thanks. I'll take the book. Alright, got it. Ultimately, we're gonna have to fight a whole train full of chopper forces, right? Sure, but the train is just a series of rooms. And do you think we can clear any series of rooms? Well, we're 3 not incompetent wizards who have breached some moderately hostile rooms without dying unrecoverably yet. I think I actually lost I think I actually lost confidence from the pep talk. They've always did these. I don't have to slug her. Jen, we're in position. We clearly reach. 1 sec. Okay, yep. Matches brakes disconnected. Gunnets. We'll probably go carefully and quietly. but thanks. What do you have? Chapel Tracker Black Soil. Shoots in the foresee phase, targets hostile they have line of sight to. That is mana. Right. Breach. How do I want to actually? We're gonna redeploy. And then you... No. Move. You breach. You do Death Store here. And then you're gonna move to here, I assume. Grab that. Before we do that, you move in. 3 bolt. Oh yeah, you need to sedative cocktail. 3 bolt burst. That was not enough, unfortunately. So instead, we're gonna do this. Sedative cocktail here. This 3 bolt burst should just throw him out. Perfect. And then you can transference yourself and him. And they'll just kill themselves. Lovely stuff, that. Sedative cocktail on you. Grab that intel, shoot him. I don't think we actually need that intel. Hit 2 enemies with a single spectral skull. Right, that's not gonna happen. Grab that intel, you move over here, seal the door. Can we not seal that door? That's unfortunate. Alright. And now she took 1 damage because of sedative. Yeah, in that case I'm just gonna not throw the sedative there. I'm gonna throw the sedative here. How hard does she throw that thing, actually? Sure, give her another action. You know what, fuck it. Death Dimension. Wonderful. 1 card down. So, 1 card out. Sit tight where we get there. Don't engage loon. Right. Yeah, that would have made a lot of sense. It would have made a lot of sense. So you... The arcs overcover dealing mana damage and draining all of the victim's mana. Fires in the foresee phase. Is there mana? There is mana. So we're gonna move over here. Now, we're gonna move over here. Grab this intel. Actually, I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna move you and you. So he blows up. Then I'll boom breach over here. And take cover. Actually, I'm gonna Gale Grenade you. And then I take cover. Finish by the end of turn 2. Wait, what do I actually alright. Reach the green zone, that's fine. Right, that was easy enough. What the fuck are you? A Chapel Shepherd. See, you attack one of the flock, they'll shoot you immediately. So if I do this, they shoot immediately. Interesting. We'll transference you and you. Sedative cocktail here. Shoot. Can I shoot him so that he goes into that? Yes. Unfortunately, if I do that... Right, so you go here. You shoot him. And then you kind of just take damage. Grab that intel. No, I think I'm just actually gonna do it like that. Transference from you to you. Sedative cocktail. Have him shoot himself. 3-bolt burst. And then you take cover. And you kind of just take the hit. So you can now resurrect. Oh, you could resurrect him, couldn't you? You move over here. Sedative cocktail hem. Death store there. Resurrect here. Then you can 3-bolt burst him out. If I give you an... Yeah, I think that works. So you move over there, grab that intel, time boost here. Then you can sedative cocktail there. And knock him out. Where's... Knockout alright. Oh, so I just have to repeatedly kill those guys. That's fine. Yeah, because the door cannot be sealed. But it wasn't really too difficult. Jen, we've hit a security door. Any chance you can open from the control room? Nah, but the control 2 comes up trained. I'll probably do it. That's not much to use to us from the other side. Now it's all down to your cool witch friend who's bad at waiting and already went there. Alright. Jen must remain conscious and reach the green zone. And there's the laptop I have to take. Unfortunately. So we just... Oh, you can shoot through that. That's a problem. So can we... Is there any intel I can grab? Not really. Stun him. Gale grenade 1. Gale grenade 2. Broom breach. No, we first need to move the broom breach. Oh wait, rewind. Nah, if I throw the gale grenade here, you don't get stunned, do you? You do get stunned. Ooh, that's good. So we move you here, then we gale grenade again. This guy out the window. Broom breach to over here. Grab that intel. And unfortunately we cannot move him out the window with that. Open the laptop. Use the laptop. Oh wait, can I... Instead of going there with the broom breach, I can just already go here. Use the laptop. Static blast him to get my movement back. Roof breach over here. And then leave. Very efficient. Oh shit, if you're the next guy anyway, John, we could actually use a hand in here. Ignore him, we're fine. They're in a sec, send me a time boost. Chapel Riot Priest, it's a riot. I saw this guy in concept art. The right cleric, the right priest. Doing heavy damage and pushing you back. Don't get cornered. He deals 5 damage and he's 2 gas smashed. That's kinda difficult. Right, we will transference from you to you. And then you 3-bolt person. Take cover. You grab that intel. Get shot. Can I actually put a death door on that? Not really. That he gets you, also gets you shot, yeah. Grab intel. In which case, actually, we're gonna do it differently. We're gonna transfer from you to him. Then, sedative cocktail this entire area. Grab the intel. Move here. Oh, you move to the... right. Move to there and take cover. Move him to here. 3-bolt burst there. Predictive bolt. Ah, there's someone in the way. Fuck. Can I just shoot you? Yeah, but you don't take damage from it. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I kind of expected that he would go first. You have a grenade. Do you have stability? You do have stability. Right, so we're gonna resurrect you. Then you can move over here. 3-bolt burst him out the window. You move there. Oh yeah, she's here now. You can send a false prophet. Actually, you can blast him out the window. Before you do that, move here. Then blast him out the window. Gale grenade. He didn't do anything. Oh, can we put a death store there? Broom breach you here. Grab the intel. Give you an extra action. Get him out. And then... Why can you predictive bolt in this direction? What? That worked? Can I just throw you out that door again? No. Alright, and then predictive bolt once again. Finishes that up. These aren't too difficult. Like, these were not really that difficult. Comparatively to the ones before. Board and secure the Stoic and the Kalan. Have any concept of where we are? Pending. Mandana, Kalan, more central than we expected. We focused a lot on how to get on the train, maybe not enough on where we'd get off. I was kind of banking on an out-of-town supply depot. Let's focus on achieving the out-of-town part fairly immediately. We have Chapel Tracker, and Chapel Cleanser. Yeah, they can fire a cleansing vessel from cover, doing light damage but draining all your mana. We do have some mana here. We do not have... Does this count as a window? Not really. Right, you move here. Gale Grenade... Actually, can we throw you out? Okay, we can throw you in that. So, move him out. Move him out. Actually, instead of doing that... Predictive Bolt. Predictive Bolt. I think I'll grab that intel. And then Predictive Bolt again in this direction, and you can just go ahead. Seal that door. Static Blast him into the wall. Seal that door. Hit 3 enemies with a single Spectral Skull. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to that. 4 of these. Fuck! I don't know if we can take 4 of those things. I had no idea Chopper Street Prison was so big. Feels like we walked into the tail end of a clash. We probably did. So these guys are a problem, I think. There is mana here. How much? You have 2 knockback. Grab that intel. You go here. Predictive Bolt in this direction. Chain Bolt. You into you. So we can shoot a man. Sedative Cocktail on you. And then you move here to grab intel. And then we can Gale Grenade you into that manhole. There are more Riot Priests coming in. That's not good for me. Throw him out the window as well. Then you can just... Unfortunately, I don't think he can. Because even if he shoots him, he doesn't really do anything. Yeah. Get inside, I've got this. Appreciate it, but we don't really have an inside yet. Then get out of the curfew zone. Okay, we're gonna need help first. Sorry. Do I get a Riot Cleric? I do get a Riot Cleric. Dal Saban, the Rebel Riot Priest. You've all heard of her. That's her. The resistance I can use in the armor for Chapel oppresses against them. She might be the only thing that hits harder than they do. Sensor Slam. Okay, what do you have? Charge. Charge a straight line at the target. Knocks them 1 square for every square you traveled. So for a long... So a long run-up is more effective. Hit an adjacent target for significant damage, then knock them back. Throw Riot Block. Throw a low block back. It blocks movement, can be used as cover, and does extra damage to things knocked into it. Swap locations with any person you can see. Interesting. Have Doll deal a total of 10 knockback. Throw the right block there. And then we can... Can we just knock you into that? Not really. We can Spectral Skull. Wait, you can hit multiple times with that? That's kinda neat. Transference from you to you. Static blast you into the hole. Predictive bolt in this direction. Death's door on here. Unfortunately, do you have mana? You do have mana. So you can give a time boost to Jen. And then Jen can blast this guy back. He still does have range. Or you can blast this guy back. And then we need to change where the transference goes. Right. So you blast. Then you time boost her. 3 bolt burst. Oh, we could sedate, but we already used, right? You move here. Static blast. Predictive bolt in case this guy walks over. And then you get the transference. New squad member, Dos Salma, the Rebel Riot Priest. Perfect. Foresee. And the turn. Yes. Honestly, wait, that's Banks. Sedative cocktail. Yeah. Static blast you into the gutter. And then you can just kind of like slam her. Oh, you could... No, you can't because you're too far away. But if we move you there... However, I feel like it's smarter to do this. Then unfortunately we kind of still lack a little bit of damage there. However... Yeah. Sedative cocktail here. Then you should be able to throw her in there. Yep. Following which you can move her back. But not far enough, it appears. How much movement do you have? How much knockback is that? Is it enough? Do we still have any actions left after that? If I put a Death's Door here, do you push him into that with the charge? Yep. Wonderful stuff. You can go ahead and seal the door. Actually, you know what we do? You go over here. We do basically the same thing again. For a bit more confidence. So we do have a tank now, which ain't bad. Why does she have a sensor? No, all enemies in reinforcements. 21. Seal all reinforcement doors, which is probably the smarter move. Right. These guys kinda not great for me, I don't think. That 1 damage shouldn't be too bad. Do you have 1 stability, right? You predictive bolt in this direction. Gale grenade him into it. Which I completely forgot, he just survives that. You... If the shocks knock someone out... Right. In which case, we're actually just gonna do a Death's Door here. Static Blast you into that. We do a transference from you to you. So, Riot Priests come from over there. The Riot Priests are probably the most difficult, the most dangerous ones, but they're not the most annoying ones. Like, not even close to the most annoying ones. Sedative Cocktail here. In that case, I don't actually need the transference. Because I can just shoot him. Wait, you go here. Red Priest and the weird... Sedative Cocktail on both of them. Then you can go ahead and Static Blast him. He's automatically in cover with that, huh? Can we Death's Door over there? Yes. How far can you charge? Pretty fucking far. That's good to know. Deal 5 slam damage with 1 charge. Finish by end of turn 2 is unfortunately not going to happen. Because we didn't get to that door. In time. Now, you charge. That was... yeah, finished by turn 2 is not happening, unfortunately. In which case, instead of doing that, you just move over here, blast him into the hole, and then seal that door. Caution, armed priest. Alright. Survive the streets of Callan. Well, it was technically a one street. Survive a street in Callan complete. Make contact with resistance. We're pretending we plant this? Okay, sure. Love it. I do... 30 meters below. I really do love the writing. I don't know why. It kind of just is my kind of humor. Right, who the fuck are you and where did you get your death wish? Hey, I'm Jen, this is Zan, and that's Banks. A tracking team of Black Ops wizards who are purging my resource, possibly to start a war. Well, you're not Chapel, that's a good start. Why so sure? I'd lock you up for the outfits you're wearing. They're not above spies, but foreigners casting spells on the streets disproves what they say is biologically possible. Forget legal. That's fucked up. They say only Kalanis can cast? Only the Chapel anointed. Used to claim magic was a foreign lie, till they figured out how to control people with it. Now they're invented by tuning with the Pantheon. Either way, if people don't believe they have power, they never push hard enough to find out. That's fucked up. Tip of a fucked up iceberg, stretching down decades. Any other biologically impossible foreigners shown up recently? No word, but I'm not intel. If you're here to stop a war, you came at the right time. The Chapel are about to invade Medeal. They've been threatening it for years, so it's happening. Announcing in Friday's sermon. Oh shit! The first Chapel's gonna clear war on the heretics, and the resistance is gonna lose a decade of blood-bought progress. How does it hurt the resistance? Colony solidarity, that's why they're doing it. We're finally starting to expose them. It is the nuclear scale distraction. The crusty old nationalists will crowd for everyone to come together for the war. For the moderates will say it's not the time to focus on the differences, and every twisted bone we've exposed of the Chapel's true nature will slide back into the comfortable fat of national unity. Graphic. I've had to explain it a lot. Jen glances and he nods. Look, I don't know if your war is the same as ours yet, or if they're even connected, but if you've got a plan to stop it, you're one up on us. I have 25 years of Special Forces experience, Jen's the best investigator now, the only one, and banks can raise the dead. How can we all... Glad you asked. What do you have on your table? Your table is your riot shield. That's great. You have marshmallows. That's already a market improvement over her table. Like, a market improvement. Is that a sensor? No. Welding mask. Power drive. So you're a welder, okay. What do we have? Panic. If enemies are targeting you when you swap, they shoot that sounds kind of funny. Wall mode. Can remember target the cover to be torn off to block direct attacks from passing over it. Okay, that's neat. A recall. Once per turn, your riot block it returns to you when it's destroyed. +2 damage on the slam. That's up to 5 then. That will one-shot most non-tank enemy units. Like, that's just a damage thing. Telephasing sounds good. Once per turn, if charge hits a target, your action is refunded. That's very good. If you travel at least 3 towers, afflict +3 knockback. That's also good. However, I find... Swap with objects. You can also swap with any movable objects that battle your riot block. Ah. If you use a teammate, the mana cost refunded does not apply to other allies. There are other allies? If enemies are targeting you, and this just sounds way too funny. I'm gonna take the +1 damage. Confirm. Right. Outfits. We can give you the Hogwarts outfit. Then you still have the dirt arts. That's perfect. You get a cult phase. Roadblock. I just realized that's the weird wizard. That's the weird priest tabard or whatever it's called. Gilded. Looks nice. Wiztack. That's, I think, an actual tabard. Oh, she doesn't have a sensor. She has spray cans. Okay. Scarapa. Broadwave. Ascender is locked. Interesting. I do like the Wiztack here and the Gilded. Her outfits... Okay, thankfully, that's very neat, because you have less and less missions with their confidence goes. The outfits cost less and less per person. That's really neat. We do have a plan. One shop to throw a wrench in the war machine before it rolls out, and we need all the meat on the streets we can get. So if you want to be some extra grizzle on the chapel meat grinder when we hit them tomorrow night, you're in. You sell it well. I'm not a recruiter. I'm a symbol of vengeance and 100 pounds of Sinnate armor. Back me up or don't. Alright, meant that I can't play full time, but I might have my stricter room. Wait, the chapel use Imperial? Yes. Let's put these fuckers in the ground. What's the mission? That is a valid reaction to someone using Imperial measurement systems, though. The chapel of the closed fist, the heart of the military operations, and it's where the first chaplain takes strategy meetings. The agent we had on the janitorial staff was blown last week, but we believe the last recording he made is still at his dead drop inside. This close to the announce, there's every chance he caught the first chaplain discussing the real reasons for invading Madale. That's the one thing that might be close enough to derail the invasion, so we get that recording at all costs. Game plan. The closed fist is a fortress. We throw everything we've got. I'll lead the brute force contingent series hold the front gate, and once they move their defense to deal with us, Group 2 storms the side entrance and shoots their way through a dead drop. What's this building here? Nothing, that's just a church. And these are all windows? Yeah, why? Can I make a suggestion? Wish you would. Don't wish you to search in the front gate. They're already strong. They won't need to divert much. Even distraction should make them sweat. They won't sweat this church, there's nothing there. Not the church, the side entrance. Send everyone there, but don't go in, you don't need to. With that many people at a weak point, the threat is enough. I'll have to defend it. Those eyebrows are trying to decide if Stan is stupid. You do understand why they need to get inside the building to get the recording, right? That's us. We breached the church, get the second floor, then Jen can cross the facility straight through these windows, grab the recording, and get out. No one even touches the rest of the facility. Not possible. I can't let you take the recording. Too important to trust a stranger. Well, you've got the craft out in the streets. We saw you teleport. How does it work? What's the limit? Line of sight. Need a target to swap with. Range maybe 200 feet. Then you come with us. We get you to the window. You swap me and get the recording yourself. You're overqualified as a distraction anyway. Might be the sleep deprivation, but isn't sounding crazy yet. I run it by command, but I won't love who it came from. If there's something we don't know about the situation, set us straight. But if it's a question of operational expertise, Zan's been doing this for 25 years. I genuinely don't know if anyone clocking that much Spec Ops experience with dying on a Spec Ops. Spec Ops. I'll rely on. I'm not gonna do that little side push though, that shit won't fly with us all. Your choice. You had to make it about my age. In a nice way. This time. Just some church, right by the chapel of the Closed Fist. I'm seeing more gunmen in here than I'm used to in a church. We're in a militarized district. We'll hunt worse. What's with the golden arms? Absolvers. Chapel found a guy who could make people invulnerable. Locked him up. Now they force him to enchant those slaves with the same power. The vessels? That's meant to be a once-in-a-lifetime gift. You can't berry farm them. Chapel found a way. Last I heard they get 20 a week out of them. That's horrifying. That's how they treat people with craft. Metaload here on the list of reasons I won't let them take me alive. And let's do this quick and clean. Okay, so you, as an ally invulnerable, requires clear line of sight. Right, breach here. Just blast him into the wall. Move here. Use the laptop. Open up the door. Actually, we'll breach here and then we'll just go in. Use the laptop. Slam you against the wall. And then, unfortunately, we do not have enough range, so I will go here. Static blast. Finish by the end of turn 1. Yeah, that kind of expected that. This door cannot be sealed. How do you finish by... Right, charge him. Hello. I don't think I need to move you yet. Can you somehow shoot this guy? Yes. Then you can sedative cocktail. No, you can't. Right, so you static blast him. Sedative cocktail would go over there, that's fine. Charge. Oh wait, I don't even need the sedative cocktail because I can just move here, 3-bolt burst this absolver, and then you can just walk there and punch the shit out of him. No, you don't have an action. Okay. Sedative cocktail here. Gale grenade him. Twice. Use the laptop. Destroy 2 weapons caches. Oh, those are these. Brings the chopper stronghold colon and will protect him. Explodes with some force. Right, that's fine. How would you ever finish this on... Oh, deal with all enemies and... okay. And then finish with all team members at full health. In which case... You're not even gonna move there, you're gonna move here and then throw the Gale grenade at him. Not like that though, like this. Yeah, it's fine. And then you predict upon this direction. You activate this laptop. And turn. Oh, that's a chapel. It's one of these guys. Can we... You are invulnerable. Invincible. So we just knock you back there. into the door. Sounds like you've got a problem, friend. Oh, that's the window. Well, that makes this easier. You go over here, and then you can just, like, blow up this weapons cache. Alright, and then you can go here again. Love that. That's the door. And goodbye. It was rather clean. I'm coming over the windows, but the route's crowded. Wanna raise some hunts drum over here? Happy to. Where it's at the big fire pit, is that important? The hell out, Harith? Real off. Yeah, it's safe to say there's some folks to protect that. And we'll hold it till the road. Appreciate it. They have a bunch of people in there, holy shit. Hit 6 enemies with a single defenestrate. Those are windows, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, thanks. Go ahead and breach. Then you can go here, grab that intel, send out a little spectral skull, I guess. How do I hit 6 people with that? Maybe if I go for the other mana thing. You... Wait. You redeploy to him. Then you breach there. 3-bow burst. You will just shoot back, which ain't great. If I had 2 mana, you could... Yeah. Right. Go ahead and breach. Then you can move over here. You can go there. Predictive bolt this direction. You grab that intel. Gale grenade. Just push a bunch of people out the window. Get shot. You move over here. Transference, you on you. Take cover. For now, static blast him. Gale grenade, he won't take damage from that, unfortunately. Oh wait, can we instead... He shoots himself once again. And this now actually does 2 damage, right, I forgot. The right priest... Can you can still do that. They also still take damage from the knockback, that's good to know. I think I'd rather have it on you though. I forgot he's immune to that. Also, if I see that correctly... Oh no, they don't have a line of sight on each other. Right. Oh no, he's invulnerable. Right. Again. Lucky. And then everybody's fine. More absolvers. So you can just kind of like blow him into him. We don't have the transference anymore. So 3 bout burst you. Grab that intel. Then you can blow him into the priest. Have a sedative cocktail on you that takes you out. Run away from the priest. We can't. In which case we'll just give you another target. Because you can just revive people. If you were close enough to get there, that is. Right. I know what I do now. Okay, so you do that. Then you time boost her. Take cover. You go here and blast him into the hell dimension. After which you go here and sedative cocktail him. And then also take cover. You can go here and take cover. And then you actually kind of just take a hit. So you will sedative cocktail him first for additional damage and then go take cover. Yeah, you can be shot now. Okay. That's another one of those assholes. Right, we will just Death Store behind you. Static blast him. You can you shoot him? You can move over here and then shoot him into the weapons cache. And then you can kind of just sedative cocktail him into there. Which you can take cover, and then you can take cover here. And then he shoots him, which ain't great. So you instead move there. 3-bolt burst him. You go here, sedative cocktail him into the wall. You move here for cover, you take cover, and suddenly he can't shoot anyone. Sedative cocktail you in there. You into the wall. There's another Riot Priest coming out and I don't like it. You just go ahead and grab that intel. Can you just run away? There's so many Riot Priests coming in, I don't like that at all. So he's thankfully no longer gas masked. We don't have a Death's Door anymore. This deals not enough damage. I kind of want to keep that to revive people. So you can 3-bolt burst him, which unfortunately didn't really do anything. Huh. Right, so we go here, predictive bolt this direction. You run away as well. No, I don't think. I think I'm kind of blocked me in here. Restart. I think I need to be less careful with this guy. I need to keep in mind I can just revive. So we breach. Oh. I just put gender. We breach. And then we just move here. Throw you out the window. Grab this. Grab that intel. Gale grenade both of them out the window. Then Zen redeploys to over here. Not entirely sure how we completely ignore the causality of time there, I guess. Yeah, shoot him. Actually, if you do that, I think we can just go here and then shoot him. Then you can breach here. Go there. Grab that intel. Spectral Skull. This way. And then you can take cover. Take cover. Unfortunately, you are kind of fucked there, aren't you? Oh, no, you aren't. Because we can Predictive Bolt this direction. And Gale Grenade you against the Bribe Priest and him into the Predictive Bolt. Which does technically give us a time boost. That I could use there, but you don't have any movement left, do you? No. In that case, I'll rather keep it. So... You just... right, you sedative cocktail him into that wall. Then you move over here. You will... go there. Shoot him. And then you can knock him into that wall. Following which you can Predictive Bolt this direction. You can go here. And then I think we are mostly done there. So the correct solution for these priests is to just throw them out the window. Pretty sure about that. Alright, you're in the way. That's the problem. Can you just... No. So we do have to set off cocktail him. And then we blast him against that wall. Then we just go you here. And transference from here to that. Yeah, that's fine. You can't move anymore, but you can. That's gonna be an absolver there, I'm pretty sure. Haha. And the turn. Oh no, it's one of these guys. Right, grab that intel. Absolutely blast the man. Go over here. Like, Zen kind of just needs to go there and Predictive Bolt this direction later. We can give you a time boost. To Chain Bolt you and then you. Sedative. Wait, first... Move you to here. Sedative. Since he now does kind of take damage, Predictive Bolt in this direction. Foresee. And turn. Shove. So, question. Can we, if we do a death door over there, can you push this guy in there? No. And you are kind of the only one who can. We can take out this guy. They have steady, so this won't do anything. I shouldn't have taken that mana with her. Right, the store unfortunately does nothing in this case. Predictive ball there. You cannot resurrect. Yeah, shouldn't have given her the mana. Those riot priests are a problem, aren't they? But I think that's mostly fine. Again, blast him out the window. Blast those two out the window. And then... you breach... no, you redeploy to over there. Move here, grab that intel, 3-point burst there. You breach from here. Death Store over there. Give her an extra attack. We can sedative cocktail here. Put him in the hell dimension. You take cover. Then you just move over there. Transference from... actually, can we just like... Gale grenade you out. Transference here to here. Shoots himself. So you... I mean, you just do this. Case closed. You can sedative cocktail him. And then you can push him into the wall. And predictive bolt this direction. Static blast. Against the wall. Sedative cocktail him into that. That should kill him. Perfect. Go grab that intel. That's an absolver who I don't think is that relevant. You go take the middle. There's a riot priest, which is unfortunate. Can you... if you move here, how far can you throw him? Only 2 because there's something in the way, that's a problem. You can... Death's Door over here. And we just push him in. You can then sedative cocktail him. After which you can... apparently he can't. Right. If you go here, can you sedative you can sedative cocktail him. And then you can shoot him. But I still want you there so you can do a predictive bolt. And then the Death's Door. You do the predictive bolt this direction. And then you blast him into that. After which you can move here. And turn. Right, so we can Predictive bolt this direction. You go ahead and sedative cocktail him. And then you can go ahead and static blast him into that. Perfect. You can not predictive bolt. We do not have a death's door anymore, so I kind of want to lure him to the window. That's actually, can we just false prophet here? He does go for that, perfect. And then Jen can just blast him out. Those riot priests are annoying as hell. I'm at the crossover point. There's still heavy resistance, but I might be able to take them. Just throw them out the fucking window. Charge! Bam! Grab until. Okay, so I need to keep that mana to get through him. I think I have a very clear idea of what I want to do. Unfortunately, that was not... Can I just... Ah, he can walk around that. In which case, restart me that. We do go in through here. Charge him. So, if I go anywhere near him, he does charge me. So, end turn. This, I don't think... If I right block here, can I charge that right block? Yes. And then I can swap. No, I didn't grab the mana. I need to remind myself that I need that mana just necessarily. Oh, I didn't even see that there's mana there. So we go here, grab until, charge him. That should actually still be enough. Yep. Throw the right block to here. Charge the right block. Grab this intel, swap with him. Lovely. Then you just leave. Oh wait, no, that was the charge. Destroy 4 weapons caches by the end of turn 1. How would I... Oh, go over there. Grab that intel, swap with him, destroy them. Probably. Yeah, I'm done. However, I do kind of think that that's possible. Yeah, it's possible, definitely. Breach him. Go there, grab that intel, swap. Sensor slump. And turn. We charge 2 there. Move here. Grab. Swap. And because of the panic, he immediately goes in and slaps him. That was not what I wanted to do. I've got a recording. You guys in position? Yeah, and we wouldn't say no to some backup. We, might have underestimated how long we could keep sending guys. Good. The more we draw over here, the less they have to gun down our destruction team. The extraction round's almost in range. We can blank out any time of the lot. Let's make them sweat as long as we can. If you breach there... Armor blocked 1 damage. Where did you get the mana from? Right, so what we're gonna do first is... Static blast you out the window. We cannot close up any of those doors, I don't think. Wait, does she get mana when she's hit? Yeah, she gets mana when she takes damage. That's good, that's good. You can also just, like, throw him out the window. She nearly threw him in the other window. That's kind of impressive. I forgot that happens. Right, so we definitely have to take him out first, in which case, yeah, just charge. Grab that intel. Grab that intel, and then you can just blast him against the wall. Oh, this is a stun block, isn't it? Or we just kill him, that's also fine. Until the end of turn 4, it's turn 2, right. There's a riot priest. Fucking hate it. Can we... Yeah, we'll just transfer... No, I don't actually want to use the transference on him. We can... Sedative cocktail. Death's door. And just, like... knock him into that. You go here and... You can't take cover, I just realized. You cannot take cover, so you give her a time boost. And then you can just kind of just like... slap the shit out of him. Survive 6 more turns. Interesting. A predictive bolt in this direction. That's a riot priest, and I hate it. And then Banks can also just like go here. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, that's just a Death's Door situation right there. I forgot they do that. I don't think we have enough knockback to... Oh, we do not in fact have it because you can't reach that window. That's a problem. Right, you Gale Grenade yourself. Actually, you move over here. Gale Grenade this guy. Nah. I think we'll just do it like this. The 3 damage from his gun I don't think is that relevant. Even though I do not like it. You can just Sensor Slam. Apparently that's just directly next to you, huh? You have so much mana at this point. It's incredible. 3-bolt burst him. Actually shoot here. predictive bolt this direction. Actually, no, predictive bolt this direction. Because I assume he either goes here and sets up, or he goes here and sets up. And since I don't know which, I do not like it. Oh, he does that once per turn? And then, oh, at anyone they see, they don't see me. Right. So if I do this, he would shoot back. No. Does he not see me anymore? I don't get it. Anyway, and foresee. Here's another Rite Priest. Do you... Yeah, you see... So, we just go over here. I still love that! Oh, he even shot his own... He even shot his own dude! Right. You can no longer move. You, however, can move. And you move over here. And slap him into a wall, and then you move over here. And just kind of like stand around. Right. Here, predictive bolt in this direction, and then you can Gale Grenade him. You probably shouldn't stand there to do that, though. And then you can Gale Grenade once again in this direction. And they... Oh. Blanco, let's... Or we could keep pounding them until our fists bleed. Two valid choices. What we're gonna do is you move here. Swap. And then you can just static blast him out the window. Not what I wanted to do. Throw raw block. Or we can just swap him. No. Do you not have anyone on target? You don't. Why do I actually care? Why do I actually genuinely care about this? I can't know you don't have mana. You should go grab mana, I guess. Predictive bolt, this direction. Actually, no. You move here, and then predictive bolt this direction. And you can go over here. Can I just throw a block at you? No, I can't. Unfortunately not. Charge! Oh, don't let any... You know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna leave. Just gonna nap that until, and then... Oh, you can't do anything because you have the predictive bolt active, right? I don't even need to do anything this time because I'm just gonna fucking leave. Just gonna bail. Whoop. Whoop. Why do we all have just a short-term blink? Also, yeah, I'm gonna set. Infiltrate the church, get Dal to the chapel with a closed fist, retrieve the recording, leave the military zone discreetly. Possible this was not sufficiently stressed to Chen. Conduits. Oh, that's an innate perk. Ah. Refund action cost once per turn. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can only use it like once, so like you only refresh your movement, not your actions. Genius Grant, intercept. Get the intercept. Outfits. What do you have? Whiz tag. Yeah, I'll take that. The gilded also doesn't look bad, but I do kind of like the whiz tag more. Waiting for that. 15 points. With greatest respect, Chaplain, I think there's a gross overreaction. The insurgency will blow over. It always does. And if we commit to war with Medina now, we can't play the card for another 5 years. It's not about the rubber roses, Folgo, it's about the mana. My singers in Laboli have seen the tests firsthand. The damn stuff is militarized now. It's not a theory, it's working, and the world's supply sits beneath the country that is rightfully ours. Perran is right. We cannot let faithless nations build armies of castas while we sit handcuffed to our principles. We are not considering using it ourselves, I trust. The Pantheon's edicts have been very clear. I'll tell you what the Pantheon says when I've damn well written it. I won't be the chaplain to let Collins less chance at supremacy slip through our fingers. We move on the deal. I'll announce in Friday and summons. Holy shit. Was that as bad as it sounds? So much worse than we dared to hope. We wanted something with a kick. We got nitroglycerin. The medial stuff is what we wanted. I've never dreamed he'd just openly admit they lie about the Pantheon. Am I gonna really think if I ask for a prime on the Pantheon? You know we honor our dead here, right? More than honor, you'd call it worship. The chapel claimed their high priest can hear them all, speaking as one. That's the Pantheon. There's a history to the real thing, but the chapel's version is just free pass to claim everyone we ever loved is asking us to do what they want. And now we have the head of church and state admitting they make it up. This is fucking checkmate. God, I hope Hessia saw this before he was blown. I'd kill to go down knowing he got the bastards good. Should get some moderates fired up. Probably not. Seriously. Now we hit the other brick wall we've been fighting. We can't leak this on the freenet tonight, but only tech-savvy kids with jailbroken phones will see it. They're already with us. Chapel control the legal internet and every TV station everywhere. Centrist dad gets his information. We can't get through the chapel's base till we break down the wall, but this is the megaton we drop when we do. Surely it'll make waves outside of Kalan. It might make the news, but what good does that to us? What information is new here? Your countries already know the chapel is a surveillance state dictatorship with a mandatory religion enforced by police brutality. Hasn't moved any of them to action in the last 20 years. The DSR did impose sanctions, and the people of Kalan thank you for cutting us off. The chapel didn't want foreign goods reaching us anyway, it just means the only tech we have access to is made by the institution we're fighting. Fair point, I'll shut up. I'm not trying to shut you down, I'm just tired. Tired of being told we have the world's moral support by nations that won't commit a single dollar of actual support. You're not even asking for troops, you should know Freeman phones would have turned to Charles Square 5 years ago. So is there a plan to get us out? I've heard rumors that there's a strike ready to go, just waiting on a payload worth the blood price. Could be bullshit though. I'm just a soldier, they didn't tell me what I'm hitting next till it's time to hit it. I might spill it to foreigners like you. Sounds like a tomato problem. Yeah, I don't want to spend tonight in politics. Wins this big don't come around too often in a fight like ours. There's an old military tradition from the 1600s. Your victories spare more blood than it cost you. Drink the difference in claret. We drink the blood of the dead. No, it's the blood of the living, right? She gets it. Can't speak to the symbolism, but the blood mouth checks out. Come on, we've got 3 cases of 1975. Elaborate from Minister Sullivan, he would fucking explode to know that foreigners and faith traders were the ones who get to drink it. To the few friends who joined the Pantheon today, we carry their voices and their voices carry us, and to the many who didn't, thanks to the foreigners with the dirty tricks and ridiculous hats. To be fair, like, seeing the future could be considered a dirty trick. Let's not get in a calm situation on here. The chapel about to invade. Kalan's religious dictatorship. The chapel is both church and state in Kalan. It's started harmlessly enough as strict interpretation of Chorism, which has always been Kalan's primary religion. No, the chapel engaged in ethnic cleansing as early as the 50s. No, Kulandi was the nation of faith before 7020. That's where Kalan comes from. But since most of Kalan's secular groups split off from Medil in the 70s, the literal fascists The religious right has gained tighter and tighter control over colonists' loves and freedoms. This is why I asked you to write this one. Fine, all you need to know is what we're fighting for. The right to elect their own leaders, the right to worship any or no religion, publicly and accountable justice system, release of all surviving persons incarcerated without trial, all four classified as heresy. Like a publicly accountable justice system that would actually be great, because my country kind of also doesn't have that. I'm absolutely on that. The right to elect their own leaders, you shouldn't elect leaders. Ask Zen for his input. We'd be screwed if Dol hadn't taken something around. Rebel hideout. We didn't realize how urgently we'd need a safe house when we get to Kalan, so thank God Dol took us in. We had some disused maintenance towns beneath the city. It's one of the many hideouts citizens used to plant ops against the chapel. Dol likes truck stocks, wine, welding, brutally strong cheese. Dislikes aesthetic had in my life regarding the regime that's choking my country. You really ask me what I dislike? I'll put olives. Fuck olives. They're like salt good vomit. Sometimes I break into the Parkside vehicle depot and jam defective tear gas grenades inside their condensers. The next time they roll out to chase us, they choke on their own fucking smoke. Used to play hockey. But also an icon of the Kalani resistance. Every DSR news piece on it still uses the photo of her smashing into the wall of riot priests at Chalice Square. What photo? Show me. We always assumed she was one of them who defected, but apparently she never was. She stole the armor from one she killed, because she's fucking hardcore. She used to fix cars. I still fix cars. Now she's fixing customers her own armor. So you are part of the team, which means we have 4 out of probably... I'll just take everyone else as well. You shelter us at the rebel hideout. About to invade our team. Oh, about to invade. Where's Medil? That's the DSR, that's the Boli. There's Medil. Medil declared independence from Kalan in the Skeptic Revolt of 1970. Since then, it suffered repeated invasions from foreign powers looking to secure its national resources, including the world's primary supply of the mineral used to make synthetic mana. These days, the DSR occupies Medil with a force almost entirely composed of contracted reactor troops, but now reactor have gone rogue. Dol, please fact check. The Kalan stuff is close enough. Ask him Medil about the roost. Chapel leaders have often claimed Medil still rightfully belongs to Kalan, but this is the first time since the revolution that it's come to outright war. It hasn't technically come to it yet. And how does recording fits in? What do we have? Chapel of the Closed Fist. Apparently chapels, key institutions, are each model of the core value they preach. The Closed Fist is about showing no mercy to the faithless, and this is where they plan the military ops. The Resistance got an agent signed and recorded the first chaplain being way too honest about the reasons for invading the deal. Chapel of the Civil Tongue. All state-authorized media in Kalan is controlled from this huge tech hub, from TV channels to the state-sanctioned internet. If you want to get something in front of the average Kalani family, it has to come from here. And the recording. A resistance agent managed to record the first chaplain telling his advisors they're only invading Medil to secure its mana mines, and that they've been lying about communing with the dead to justify it. If enough people see this, it could make an actual difference to Chapel's stranglehold on Kalan. Also, if you're wondering, I'm not playing Silksong today because I couldn't fucking buy it. Can I actually access the store at this point? Which, I really wish they just allowed pre-orders, because then people could have pre-ordered over time and just like download it over time. Kind of just spread out the demand a little bit. Right, you revealed the motives of the chapel. Made at the Chapel of the Closed Fist must be broadcast at the Chapel of the Civil Tower. One connection made to obtain the recording. All of which adds up to... what do we have here? The mana mines. Beneath the Central Reserve, the rarest ingredient in the synthetic mana, and beryllium calcite is beryllium calcite, and most of the world's supply come from the mines in southern Medil. The DSR has always been shady about what they're mining it for, but now that there's whispers of reactor finding a military use for synthetic mana, it's becoming pretty obvious. Now, global powers like the Chapel are taking an even keen interest in controlling it. Mana dust from the mines in South Medil. The rarest ingredient in synthetic mana is beryllium calcite, and most of what's come. It's been a valuable resource in the energy industry for decades, but now that there's whispers of reactor finding a military use for synthetic mana, global powers like the Chapel are taking an even keen interest in controlling it. Motive for invasion: the mana dust. And has military uses for the mana dust. All makes sense to me. No rush if you want to rearrange or go over the details though. Dreams, chants. So you're still a believer after all this. So you're still a believer after all this? She took her hat off. I'm a chorist. That's my faith, not the chapel. The chapel's a regime that's taken the threads of our beliefs and used them like puppet strings. Chorism runs deep enough in Kalan that it's worked on far too many people for far too long. Well, threads are dead. They're the closest thing we have to what you might call a god. We listen to them and honor them above all else. Real chorism is about learning to hear these voices and honoring their wishes in ways that make sense. Fun fact, I have planned an Ancestor Mystery Oracle in Pathfinder. I'm kind of looking forward to it, though Ancestor is apparently one of the worst mysteries. The chapel's version is that only they can hear the dead, and you go to the priest to find out what your loved ones want you to do. Maybe a stupid question, but do you literally talk to the dead? Ever lost anyone? Yes. You can't hear their voice when you want to. Not enough. You get better at it. Like craft. If you're told it's not possible, you never get to try hard enough to truly do it. In that case, it's more like you imagine talking. What does getting better look like? I can't do puzzles. My partner could. If I try one now, ask him, Gino, what's this bullshit? I'll come to me. Not a full solution. I'll never be as smart as him, but some flash of insight he would have earned, and I can take it from there. If I died first, he'd be sitting here telling you he can't fix cars by asking me what the problem is. How can you tell me something about him? Like what? Anything. He believes in me like no one else. Told you I'd never be as smart as him. I can already hear him jumping in to defend me. He'd be telling you I'm a genius with engines. He'd tell you I meant to be carburetor, which I didn't. He'd tell you I won a hockey tournament for a team with my playbook of dirty tricks, which I guess I did. I used to carry his belief around with me like a torch. Lit up all the things I could do. Now I carry it like a combustion engine. He sounds great. He is. How long since he passed? 2 years now. Killed by a riot priest. He wasn't even protesting. He cared about the fight more than I did, but the truth is he'd probably never have stood up to the chapel. But now I'm locked in. With his fire in me, and I want to make them feel the full pain of that mistake every time I suit up. Right, thanks for chatting. Thanks for giving a shit. You've been quiet since we got to Cologne. We've been quiet since we got to Cologne. Because we're wasting our time here. Overthrowing fascist regime and stopping a war? It's not our fight. We should be focused on Kennedy. It's urgent. The stakes are huge and we can help. You can help. Later. I've got 6 months to live and I want to make damn sure Kennedy hits the mark before I do. My god, Dessa. I had no idea it was that short. I'm sorry. Don't be. I just threw that out for effect. Truth is, there aren't enough cases for an accurate prognosis. So I get to live in limbo till it happens. That's awful. I'm sorry. I get it's personal, love, but I can't can I just make the call-on case to you? It seems inevitable. This might be the war we have to stop. We have no leads anyway. Why not hope that we do? Because it's a huge risk. Chapel don't kill people if they can help it. They lock them up so they can't be murderers. Killed, I can fix. Captured, I can't. I've been jailed 2 times this week. As long as I have this gun, there won't be a third. This might be the war we're here to stop. I'm not here to stop a war. I'm here to kill the piece of shit who locked me up and forced me to serve her at gunpoint. Okay, that's why you came, but as a doctor, when there's a crisis, don't you drop everything to help? When I was a surgeon, maybe. With this power, my craft, I can save people no one else can. That's my focus now. Someone else can help Kalan. Only we can stop Kennedy. Zan's the only one who can react before she hits. You're the only one with the tools and talent to track her, and I'm the only one who can resect you when you get yourself killed again. You think I'm talented? Don't get it twisted. It's just a fact. Gender's noted. You found me in the middle of the desert in another country inside of 2 days while on the lam. What else would you call it? I actually found you saying that, but we had to wait for the ferry. You took the ferry to break me out? We don't have a chopper. You couldn't spring for a flight? We are on the lam. Should have stuck with the mafia. What if only we can help Kalan? We're scalpels, not hammers. I'm new at it, but it seems like fighting a regime with 1,000 times your manpower is very much a scalpel problem. When you've got a medical degree, you can tell me what's a scalpel problem. It's not a degree level analogy desk, so we can all grasp the concept of precision. Ooh, she does have a spine in there somewhere. Did I take a medical degree to take that one out, to figure that one out? Oh yes, more spicy chin in the future, please. I feel like you were losing this argument and you've somehow made it about me, but in a sort of nice way. It's making me feel weird and unable to refocus. That was the play, eh? Okay. This is gonna be a problem. One more. You've got me for one more chapel. Then I'm back on Kennedy, with or without you. I'd prefer with. Outfit, yeah, no. Move on. Probably this mission still. Resistance hideout the next day. Just got word from command we're hitting the chapel of the Civil Tongue tonight. It's the broadcast center all the state TV channels go out from, and it's the only way of getting truth about the invasion out to the people who actually need to hear it. What changed? They've got a new team they think can penetrate the heavy security, so I hope you guys can play nice with others. What's our job? We're a distraction. Come on. Hey, they like your strategy. You said the distraction should make them sweat. Did I mention Zan's actually very stupid and gives garbage advice? Take it as a compliment. After closed fist hit, the champ was so scared of the four of us that we qualify as the brute force contingent. The other teams are the precision instruments. Wait, I still don't feel complimented. You get used to it. Come on, we're gonna rendezvous on site. You have got to be fucking kidding. Hey, Zan. You've met. These are the fucking guys. These are literally fucking guys we're here to... No, these are the fucking guys. These are literally fucking guys we're here to stop. Huh. Well, you can kill each other after. We're in a lion's jaws now. Stay focused or we're doomed. You don't understand who these people are. You fired the devil to fight a church full of demons. Sounds like the right tool for the job. Yeah, much as I'm with you on this end, you did make it sound super fucking cool. Even if it was my call, we don't change plans mission. The team stand. This is doomed. Don't shoot your robes, Anne. I'll lend you some reactor guys to save you and you choke. Please don't trust them with anything important. They're sending the broadcast. Ah, for fuck's sake. I don't know what your angle is here, love, but if you screw with us up, I will end you. The only time you've ever been a threat to me, Zan, was the last time you had my back. You're up against the big boys now, Callum. Your little sparks aren't gonna cut it. Let's see how it goes for the traffic cone who already lost to me twice. Next time you undo my kills, Doc, we're gonna find out if you can raise yourself. Next time you try smack talk, we find out if you can fuck yourself. I thought we were working together. I just wish you good luck. I thought we were working together. I just wish you good luck. I've got a regime's worth of enemies. I'll take all the friends I can get. Cool. Now the rest of us look. Cool. Now the rest of us look like assholes. I thought we were supposed to be friends. Inside. Later. We've got reactor backup coming from the south. We're gonna have a problem with you when you guys met. I'm not gonna compromise you up to settle a score, but if you think Left Kennedy's gonna play by your rules, join a long list of short lives. We'll keep an eye on her. Every one of us is recording. If she doesn't upload, no shortage of subs. Killing every one of us would not be outside her playbook. I'll leave it at that. Now let's go. Oh. Reactor heavy gun on Weblines, reactor tracker on Taurus. So we do actually just have support. That's neat. Destroy 3 weapons caches. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Then you shoot her. Which should be fine. Where's the laptop do? Use the laptop to open the security. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, so they can come in. Yeah, that's fine. You go take cover. And you go and swap. I still love that. Wait, why do you take... Oh, because you did fall damage, right. Swap to you. It's so funny. It's honestly one of the best abilities to me. So I assume my guys also moved during the... Yeah. 4C, 1, 2. Okay, so... Can I just like take you out? Yes. Then can I take you out? Yes. Take a seal door. Predictive bolt in this direction. And then you can... You can kind of just go there. Oh wait, no, that's the throw. That's fine. For C... So you should actually just die to the grenade. But then Zan takes a hit. So Zan... 3-bolt burst him instead. Move here. Seal that door. Oh, you can throw a right block there, so he doesn't get out. He doesn't get pushed out, and then he explodes. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. We'll just charge to him. Seal the door. Do you take damage from this? Yes. Do I actually care about that? Not really. Like, we're done. Do we even need to go in there? Reactor and chapel shooting each other doesn't sound like a problem we need to solve. I'm not psyched about it, either one, but chapel have the edge. If the Windows broadcast never goes out. I know it's not your priority, but it could take years after Civil War. It could stop mid-use before it starts. I guess we also need to go through this room afterwards. There's also that. So who are my guys? Right. We cannot seal this door. Knock out all enemies and reinforcements left. Yeah, the right priests kind of just absolutely smack them. Alright, so that was apparently stupid. Can we just knock you through the door? No, we cannot. But... we can make a death's door out of this normal door. A gen deal total of 12 knockback cumulative. Banks transfer 3 damage at once. Sure, transference from you to you. Okay, otherwise, transference from you to you. Then the set of cocktail doesn't really do anything, so... Transfer 3 damage 1, perfect. Sedative cocktail on you. Static blast him. Absolutely smashed him. Yeah, we cannot prevent those reinforcements, unfortunately. We can, however, just move again. Or we can... No, we can't. Right, rewind you. Will you move there? Not take cover. Death's Door, once again. No, I actually kind of want to keep that. So you will instead... Right. We don't set it of you. You go here and just blast him, which unfortunately does not move him far enough. So... Can we Spectral Skull this guy? Only deals 2 damage, unfortunately. And it does take up the action, doesn't it? Yeah. The thing is, I want to keep the Death Door for this guy. No, I think, yeah, we go here. Static Blast. Put him in there. Gale Grenade. Yeah, take cover. He dies, but whatever. Yeah, those riot priests are brutal. Right, Death Door. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Cocktail. Wait. Cocktail. How much damage do you do with your static blast there? Enough. However. Chain bolt. 1, 2, 3. In that case, we can actually, I believe, we can 1, 2, 3. Apparently we can't. Huh, interesting. In that case, yeah, grab that intel and then just kind of blast him. No, in that case, we just go ahead and blast him. And then we move over here. Actually, we move over here. Take cover. So he dies, That's fine. There's another Riot Priest, but we do have Death's Door for that, if we need it. Oh, he actually died to her. Wonderful. Actually died to the sedative. Right. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This guy is gonna go through a door. I do kind of love that you can just throw yourself around. Right, Death's Door, let's go. How far can you throw him? No. You. Sedative. Death's Door. And then a melee static blast. So only one of the reactor guys has survived, but I guess they're kind of the bad guys, so I don't really care. Seriously, we're here to back up the fire guy. This is a junction point. Reinforcements come through here to get to the server room. Right, but can you seal any of those doors? No. Body cache can. So we're backing up the fire guy. It's not even real fire. Would you run through it to get to a gunfight? Fine, we're backing up the fire guy. Fine, we're backing up the fire guy. Fire guy, the less lethal pyromancer. Wait, I can't control him? I can't control him! What do you have? First, a ball of summer blazing wildfire. Good for blocking unsealable doors or annoying people to death. Incinerate. Spend all mana to do 1 damage per mana to a single target and apply wildfire to them. Draw fire. Extinguish the time of wildfire to draw its energy, gaining 1 mana. Ooh. Ooh. 1 use per turn, 1 use per turn. Costs 1 action. Right. So we're just gonna throw the wildfire there. Draw. Then you go here. What do you have? Prevent 10 reinforcements hull, already done. Have enemies collide with your right block 2 times. Bam. And then you can go here. How much damage does this do? You have 7 mana. Not immediate death, but good enough. You... That's one of the observers, I think. Entered. So we have no more reactor guys coming in. You go ahead and throw your mild fire over there. Draw this fire. Draw this fire. Incinerate this guy. Charge, yep. 3-bolt burst this guy. Predictive bolt in this there. No, wait, you can move, can you not? Yeah, you can still move. So you move here. Predictive bolt in this direction unfortunately only gets the body cash, so that's not good enough. And they really want to shoot him. Predictive bolt in this direction. I am really happy that she got at least some armor. Right. So you can just... Oh, you don't have your iron block currently. Right, that's a problem. You can just, like, move... Shoot him. You throw mild fire there. Actually, swap. Then charge. Not good enough. So we just like punch him. Can you... Yes, you can. Nope, not what I wanted. Yeah, you can't move there, of course. You're kind of spent. Right, draw the fire, draw the fire, draw the fire. Do I just like punch you? Wonderful. So unfortunately not. I have 2 enemies collide with the right block done, but that's good enough. Alright, this room we could skip. Steve Clarkson there. Good with me. I've got games on my phone. But stopping a war... but see fucking Clark. I'm enjoying this immensely. 2 world powers are battling out in this building, and spiteful generous activist Jen is still the fight of the night. I wish I had popcorn. Which one are you rooting for? What do you think? Spiteful Jen is best, but Jen, no contest. Oh god, he's such a fucking loser. He's gonna screw this whole thing up if we don't save him. Yep, probably. Ah, really thought he'd react to that. Maybe his hearing's not that good. I hear his poodles of juicing not to engage. Knew that'd get him. God damn it! Spiteful Jen, spiteful Jen. The hearing's impeccable, just choosing not to engage. So you... I cannot control you, unfortunately. Do you see me? If I go here and static blast him into that, he does see me. If I'm over here and do that, he does see me. He actually is 2 damage. However, I want to do this first and then static blast, because that way I can get to this door and seal it. Finish bend of turn 4, transfers 4 damage at once. Yeah, you're just gonna move over here, throw a sedative at this weapons cache. Right. Transference you on you. How much damage does this deal? 2 damage and 1 knockback. He has 2 armor? Why is he the tankiest man around? What the fuck? Like, you need to be thrown, like, three tiles. Which we're not quite gonna get. But we can take you out, annoying asshole. Grab that intel. I don't think that was actually worth it. I think we're instead gonna go here. Take cover. And then you, unfortunately. Why did I move you there? I can't just like do that. Grab the intel. Take cover. And you can just, again, blast him to Kingdom Come. And go take cover. Actually, you know what? Gale grenade him into a wall. And then take cover. There's still 17 enemies coming out. Thankfully it's... Ah, fuck, that's a shepherd. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's a fine position for the shepherd. The store... Fuck, there's a wall in the way. Can you move up to here? The store here. Push him in. And then I think... Right, instead what I'm gonna do is I move here, then push him in. So I can move further. Grab intel, Gale grenade him into a wall, and then the car goes through. Two damage, you block 1 damage, that's fine. That's an absolver. Static blast. Actually, before we do that, you sedative cocktail here. Then we can chain bolt you into the other guy, and you just like to the window, and then you into a wall. Right, so you're probably just gonna take a hit, but that's fine. Because we can resurrect you. It's fine. So you resurrect... Okay, we have to move there. Resurrect. With mana. Then we do a death store over here. In you go. Move over there. Have a sedative cocktail on him. So he just falls out the door. Unfortunately, Traffic Warlock is just the slowest man alive, apparently. And then this, I believe, is just an Absolver who's immediately going out the fucking window. Took me a lot longer than I intended to, but it's fine. I maybe play way too defensive for the fact that I have a Necromantic. Kenny says the closer content server, we just have to buy them a little time. What's in here? Armory. Now that we've caught up the reinforcements, they're gonna send us every chump who works here to grab a gun and fight us to the death. We're gonna smash a weapon cache before that happens. Anyone say sent to stop us just makes Kennedy's job that much easier. Making life easy for Liv Kennedy maybe not the best way to sell Zan on this. I'm on a mission till the broadcast goes out, and I'm in the mood to smash some shit. We do have reactor guys once again. Breach. Can Banks just throw that in there? No. Redeploy to here. Sedative cocktail. Unfortunately not. Survive to the end of turn 5, it's turn 1. Destroy at least 7 weapons caches in the next. Okay. Sedative cocktail on you. Take a hit. That's fine. Didn't even take a hit. Why? Anyway, you can just kind of shoot him. Oh, I see what I want to do instead. That's fine until there. So you go here, Broom Breach into here. Use the laptop. Then what? Who acts first? You act first. That's good. Move you there. Sedative cocktail. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't get to shoot because we. Right, grab intel, predictive ball. Actually, I think I want to throw a riot brick there. Because fuck you. Then you can... No, you can't. Actually, we can give you a time boost and have you attack again. No, for now, you static blast him. Move, get a time boost. You actually just take a massive beating. Ah, you know what? I don't even need the dried block because we're just gonna put a death store there. Redeploy to here. Move up there. And then, absolutely slam him. Then you get to blast him into a wall. Move here. Actually, we don't even need to do that. You can just, like, use the laptop because he gets to shoot first. Yeah, that's fine. Sure, another one of these assholes, another riot priest. Yeah, so you kind of chose the wrong spot to be in. Predictive ball here. You honestly kind of just put a block down. Sensor slam this thing. Throw a riot block there. So he will unfortunately shoot a man. Use that laptop. Okay, we just... Oh, we could... We could grenade him into that stun thing. Unfortunately, our reactor pal will die here. Dude. Simply because this man will actually, you know what? Fuck it. Do I want to do that? If I throw the riot blocker there and then sensor slam you into the riot block, you do take damage. And then I can transference from you to you. And then you don't actually need to look that direction, but he's probably gonna run on the Gale Grenade, him into the stun. Move. And open up that last door. Why do you still take damage? You don't. Perfect. Of course he didn't walk in there. Amazing. Alright, you... Can we... Sedative cocktail, actually you might want to move out the way first. Lovely that. And then you can broom breach back into our room. Actually, you can breach over here. At this point, though, I'm pretty sure that my man is going to die. Gale grenade, this thing. You can sensor slam him. Grab your right block. Yeah, unfortunately that did not work as I wanted. So... you just shoot him. But not from there. Oh, can we send a false prophet? To take target, we can. Lovely. Unfortunately, he switched target. Right. Wait, didn't he show? Yeah, he currently shows that he'll move, that he'll shoot him. That he'll attack, and now he switched again. Huh, wait. In that case... Swap. False prophet. Now he'll attack that guy. Banks. Destroy 9 weapons cached by the end of turn 1. Absolutely not. Like, how'd I even get there? Whatever. Please move into line of fire. Nope, you didn't. Right. I don't like the cleansers. You just shoot him. Move over here. Predictive bolt destruction. You can just kind of walk here. You static blast this thing. And yeah, he's kind of getting slapped, but not really all that much I can do. Oh wait, actually I can maybe go here, static blast that thing. And come down here. I shouldn't walk there though, I walk here. And turn. Another one of these assholes. Right, so Banks, you come here. Sedative cocktail there. Honestly, just gonna... Fuck you. Predictive bolt this direction. Then you can move over here. You can... You can sedative cocktail him into that. Unfortunately, I should probably try and not hit dull with it. So now... And then you can charge him. Which does not deal damage unless... then you don't need the predictive bolt. At least not there. So you can instead kind of just like stand here and predictive bolt this direction. And then you still take the damage. Right, in that case, fuck predictive bolts. You've destroyed 7. Oh, we're done. In that case, you just take cover. And you just take cover. Then you move here, set it of cocktail. Right block. Charge. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, we've done everything we can about of time. Can we please go make sure she actually uploads? Alright, but we checked the parameter now, eh? Son, you and I take the north route, the rest of you go south. I assume things are going south. Broadcast center slightly earlier. Damn it, where's Sam? Live in the Druid Island there, we need to listen in. Didn't he give you his vessel? Yes, and I'm proud of you for remembering the term, but I suck at this eavesdropping thing. You have to imagine yourself breaching over and over and piece together the snippets you hear each time. All I really get is body language and tone of voice. If this could be our shot at live, I have to know. Try? Okay. Blah blah blah, I'm Liv Kennedy, I'm mean to everyone, but I'm probably just scared of looking weak. Tonio. I'm tall and mysterious and my poison hurts like hell. That wasn't the evisceration I was hoping for. I wear shades indoors and I failed to kill at least 2 people. Yes, drag him. Okay, I'm still sounding calm, but in a cold way where I might actually be angry. I sound like I'm being dismissive. Okay, yep, Jen was right. I'm angry now, and at some point I'd definitely say medial. I'm still ignoring your tone, but my body language is kind of threatening now. It sounded like I said cesium kimchi, but I'm guessing that's not it. Yes, I heard this one. She said yes. Like, how do you fucking deal with that? Oh, Jesus shit. What? She killed him. Huh? We just got word the broadcast going out. Wait, seriously? So that was Kennedy, not you. Yeah, but she also just shot one of her own, so I have no idea what's happening anymore. Chapel are going scorched earth. They're gonna destroy their own service to stop it. Hold position. It's 40 seconds out. Can we just, like, revive him? 40 awkward seconds later. We're gonna breach without you, but there's a massive mech type thing in there. It seems like we would die. Siege cleric, tier 1 war machine. Now they're sweating. I can see you're pleased, but can we actually defeat it? Do you have any spells to corrode, melt, or shed a tank grade armor plating? No. Do they? They've seen they think our hard hitter was the guy she just shot. Then this could get interesting. Yeah, we breach and we revive him. Holy shit, Chapel Siege Cleric, you have 5 armor, holy shit! He's also big and we cannot defenestrate him. Breach, yeah. I'm not looking forward to that. The right brick. Actually, we don't need to do that. You breach here. Can you see for a death's door over there? No, unfortunate. So we move you here. I forgot there's mines. So if you go there... No. Where do you need to go? Nope. How do I... defuse mine? I need to be next to the mine itself. Okay. So you go here. I think you actually just... Rewind. You redeploy to here. Then you move to there. Death's door here. Sedative cocktail. Then you can kind of just blast him into the wall again. Actually, if you go here, you can't do it, can you? No. Oh, but you can do this, and then just throw him into a mine. That's also a way to defuse people. To defuse them, the thing. Redeploy to here. Breach. Can you shoot him from there? No. If you move one out, can you shoot him so he dies? Yes. What do you have? Last resort, toughest personal war machine. It's too big to be defenestrated and almost impossible to damage with normal attacks. You need a specialist. Armor 5, 8 health, Sweeping Smash, attacks and White Sweep effect into 3,000 in front of the Siege Cleric. And he does lay those mines, I'm pretty sure. So you can now seal this door. And then you can charge into him, throwing him through the death door. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Fuck it, I'm resing that guy. The druid? He's not on our side. You think he still on lives? Yeah, this is like... The fuck you think he's gonna do? I can't stun him, so I'm just gonna, like, take that damage, I guess. Blast. I love that. I honestly love that. That's another cleanser. You primitive bolt this direction. Ah, shit, you die that way. Actually, you don't. Transference on you. Finish by the end of turn 2. It's turn 2. No. Have Dollar deal a total knockback. Yeah. Try resurrecting the Druid Hitman. Shoot yourself. Well, that fucking blows. I think I'm just gonna take cover with you. Grab that intel, resurrect. Christ, no boy, how did that not kill me? It did. New job, Big Mac killer. Fuck it, I'm game. I can't believe it worked. I'm a people person. So what do you do? Rion. Impaling vines. Good luck with the vine and pull them towards you by 3 tiles. Ooh. Initial hit deals no damage to friends. Ooh, okay. Brittling Dart. Fires a dart of cursed sap that makes armor and flesh brittle. Targets increased damage from attacks and slamming into things that armor has lost, like health. Okay. Rabid Bite. Transform into dog. Run to and bite any enemy. They become hostile to everyone. Enemies won't attack Rion while transformed. Even these guys won't shoot a dog. Take 1 mana from an ally you can see. So you, Brittling Dart, you need vision though. And unfortunately that wall is in the way. Brittling Dart. And then can we just, like, pull him into the other guy? And then you don't need to kick cover because he's no longer hidden. You grab that intel. Can we stack that? Probably not. Okay, at this point I'm pretty sure we've already kind of won. Sure, defuse that mine. You go ahead. Actually, you can shoot him now. Except the armor. Oh, is the. Does that only count for Brittle 2 armor loss. Oh wait, we can predictive bolt that. And then we can actually just sedative cocktail him to deal even more damage. 1 per encounter. Right, move here. Broom breach to there. Static blast him. Grenade him. You move there and seal that door. And then you move there and seal that door. Perfect. That should be everyone. God damn it, there's 2 of them in there. Hi Rion, nice to meet you. Can you help us take down 2 more siege clerics? What does it pay? I just brought you back from the dead. If you did work without a contract, that's your problem. Sort it out later. We have to get in there and stop them before they destroy the servers. How many do we need online for the broadcast to finish? 1 might be enough, but I don't want to cut it that close. Protect as many as you can. While taking out 2 walking tanks while our anti-armor guys kick up a pay dispute. Good summary, let's go. At least 1 server must survive. That's a broadcast server. Like, you are 2 stability. If I move here, how far does this push you? 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can redeploy you to here. Move you there. Death's Door. Can you... Because you can't defenestrate them, right? Also, he has unstable 2. So that don't work. In which case... Like, we can probably move them into the... Oh, holy shit, there's another one coming in. Right, so Jen needs to be over there. Breach. Yeah, you're just gonna... Broom breach to over here. Can you reach that? No. Redeploy you to him. Move. Grab that. Can you throw it at her from there? But you can throw it on her from there. But now I kind of have a problem. Because I didn't take the thing that restores her movement again. Right, you go here. Broom breach to over there. Gale grenade yourself. Can you throw yourself? Okay, I want to see. You can! Static blast him. Move to here. Grab the intel. Gale grenade yourself. Gale grenade yourself. No, that doesn't work. So I have a distinct feeling that this guy's gonna come in, and I can't really do all that much about it. Which is a bit disappointing. Anyway, go ahead and breach. Just like shoot him. This is probably the server we're gonna protect. most likely. And then you are gonna need all of the mana. Right, so I don't think that worked. Change form. Yeah, that server's probably gonna die. Charge, throw the right block, and then charge. That actually did some damage. Now, if we first Brittling Dart him, and then charge into a right block, about the same damage. Right, you go out the window. Or not, because you're in... Nah, I hate that. Redeploy you to here. Move. You just gonna take a hit. Unfortunately, not enough of it. In which case, I'm just gonna like... Oh, that would destroy the... Right, do this. Then you're gonna take a hit. And then you can just kind of like grab until. And then you move here. Like the sedative cocktail is not gonna... Oh, the sedative cocktail is gonna go do something over there. Because he do be... What's it called? Yeah, there's another Chapel Siege Cleric. That ain't great. And my turn. Shot. Right, so you... there are 3 more servers. No, 5 remain intact. Those 2, and then this one. So you kind of just have to go there. But we're gonna transference this on you. Oh no, wait, that doesn't make sense. This on you. That should keep the server alive. Then you can... Oh, there's one more server there, huh? Right, you go here, you grab that mana. You shoot a man. Which didn't help because he's not brittle. Okay, you steal his... Steal his mana. Rustling dart on him. And then you shoot a man. And then we can actually kind of just sense a slam here. But we sense a slam there. And you don't have mana. Can we... Huh. No, we're just gonna sense a slam you. You can sedative cocktail over here again. And then Jen can walk there. Static Blaster Man. Because we kind of really need to shut... That door can't be sealed, I just realized. That might be a problem. Impelling one, you. Rabbit bite. Do I want to rabbit bite you? No, this steals... They become hostile to everyone. Enemies... Run a bite to any enemy, they become hostile to everyone. Yeah, sure. Bite him. Thanks, Ken, in the meantime. Like, the Death's Door, unfortunately, not that great. Simply because, like... it kind of doesn't exist here. I also just realized we still have the transferal here, so I think I'll just let it run. Okay, so we definitely need someone to disarm bot. You go down here, grab this intel. Yeah, that does need vision. Lovely stuff. Now you can move over here, pick up your art block, charge him into the mine, which just completely ignores. Then you can go and grab this intel. We static blast. We don't have a target to static blast, that's a problem. We can static blast this weapons cache. And then you move over here and grab this intel. So you can steal mana. A brittling dart on him. On him, then I guess you shoot a man. Sedative cocktail, so he takes more damage from now on. Gale grenade. Then Zan moves over. Zan doesn't have. Right. He still has stability 2, even though he's unstable. And the rabbit bite won't really do anything. Because he still attacks that server. So you go grab that until you can have multiple brittling darts. Interesting. Right, so you pick up this. You throw the right block to over there. Then you grab this intel. You grab this intel. You steal some mana. You brittling dart him. You brittling dart him. Then you can, again, kind of just... Oh, you can chain bolt this. That still costs you an act. You can just gale grenade yourself. Why do I care? Static blast. Does not help. As expected. So we now... You have brittling darted him, I believe. Yes. So we charge him. You did take some damage. Can we static blast you? Not really. Right. Chain bolt, you and you. Doesn't really do anything, I don't think. No. You need to go melee, so just blast this. Grab that intel. Banks can... No, you now go and charge here. You can 3-bolt burst this man. Then Banks can... Banks kind of just has to defuse this mine. That's the last server. That is probably one I need to defend. Rabbit bite him. He will attack that server, but I hope that next turn he just attacks one of his own. Yeah. You have unsteady 2. Can I can push you, but he is stunned. That's great. I don't have another gale grenade, however. Right. Diffuse this mine. How far can you walk? Up to here. Fortunately, you do not have vision there, don't you? No. One per encounter, which apparently I've done. Can you diffuse this mine and walk over here, grab this intel, and then you can destroy the server? Okay, that works. Grab the intel, brittling dart him. Also steal some mana. Impaling vine. You can blast him into that stun thing. And then you can just come here. And you don't have a 3-bolt burst anymore. Right, that's fine then. Yeah, that's fine. So he's just hostile to everyone, probably permanently. That fucking blows. Why would you do that to me? I think we're just gonna go with the same tactic though. We cannot brittling dart him because the other guy's in the way. So you charge him. Blow up that mine. Perfect. Brittle you again. Impaling vine. Shoot him. Sedative cocktail. And then this has knockback 2, which does not move you far enough unless I come here and then knock you into that. And then you can just go ahead and grab that intel. You have the sedative cocktail in now, yeah. Enter. Yes, sure. Once again. Perfect. That's a big charge. However, before we do that, steal mana, then brittling dart, punch him in there, and then the biggest charge. Lovely stuff. I kind of don't like those riot priests, those war clerics. The strike chopper reinforcements for the strike team complete. Ensure the recording is cost nationwide complete. Defeats the siege clerics complete. Cooperate professionally with the other team. Look, surely this one is not on us. So Rion is now here. Also kind of a sick table. I like that he has his little talk bowl. And his shades. Corrosive finds the dot of crits. Right. Destroys any gas mask the target may have. Oh, that's really good. The victim is also sedated, so we literally just have rabies. That's good. For vine deals damage to an enemy, apply 1 brittle to them, which is, I believe, the same as this. However, it's only up after divine deals damage. So if he has armor, that's not gonna happen. Targeting open ground within 3 tiles pulls you towards it. That's kinda neat. If you target a teammate, your action is refunded. Ooh. That I like. Wall mode. Swap with objects, friendly refund, telephasing, rampage. Yeah, I'll take that. Confirm. Oh wait, you still. Honestly, just like the supportive fire. Right, and that's it for today. Tomorrow is probably, if I can buy it at this point, a Silk Song. I don't know how much I look forward to that. Hopefully it's better than Hollow Knight. Because again, that Hollow Knight was okay, it was not the best game. Regardless, for now, I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a good night later on. Actually, what are your outfits? Professional, looks already good enough. Blondie Ice, I do like white suits. It's better than most Wiztags, but it's not really mine. Holy shit, absolutely fucking not. I do like Divine Arms. That looks cool. Also, Umbrella. I'm a sucker for umbrellas. I absolutely love umbrellas. I have like 17 of them. Regardless, for now, I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a nice Friday tomorrow, if I can't stream, because technically I still don't know whether I have time for it. I'll see. And otherwise, yeah, good night.